Hello，我是 Nancy，然后今天咱们来的这儿是 RV Park，这是我们团队的 Nick， 他是Nick say hello to my audience。
Hi everyone。
他是我们这边的RV 团队的重要一员，然后今天来看一眼他们现在管理的一个 RV Park， 是一个现金流很好的，一会儿我要对他进行一些采访，可能要用英文，大伙儿就来了解一下 RV Park 是怎么回事。Okay, Nick, then you give us some introduction about how you got this park, vacancy rate,
Okay.
and cash flow.
Okay.
And also, how about what kind of value add you are going to put in this park, and also what's the future plan, and also what's plan to exit.
Okay, yeah.
How about that?
Sounds good. So we bought this park in February of this year. It was actually under contract with somebody else and it fell through. And so one of our good friends brought us this deal and we said, oh, okay, let's go for it. My background is actually in commercial banking. So I've underwritten and looked at a lot of different assets. So I wasn't too scared of the challenge of this asset class. After doing a lot of studying, we found that RV parks are actually pretty consistent with higher cash flow, actually very high occupancy, and overall just a solid build. So we're actually right now in Sherman, Texas, or Whitewright actually, which is about 10 minutes away from Sherman, which is over there, and close to the TI plant, which is being built, and the Finistar plant. Sherman has about 30 billion, I think.
Yeah, 30 billion from TI.
Yeah, being built in the area. And so this is a good secondary market to be in because there's going to be a lot of overflow from Sherman and everywhere else coming to this section. Our park has been at about 100% occupancy for
100%.
100%.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Yeah, it's a lot of demand right now. A lot of people view this as affordable housing. Our RV parks are also mainly monthly. But yeah, we've been at 100% right now. We've actually been catering to some of the TI facility workers, and they'll be here for at least 2 or 3 years, so it's very consistent. We currently have 21 existing units. We have 4 covered pads. And
Let me take a video.
Yeah. And covered has been one of the hottest requests from our tenants, so we actually had to install a lot more, and we'll continue to build out more covered parking on the left side as well. Yeah. So behind us, actually, because Nancy talked about value add, our plan is to actually add 27 more pads because of all the demand. But you can see back there, we were actually starting construction, and we actually plan on finishing this in about a couple of weeks. We already have a wait list. There's a lot of demand for this right now. We have contracts signed with the TI construction workers over there, so we will be filling this up pretty rapidly. Cash flow is very strong. I actually budgeted a small loss as we began the build out because we want to hit the ground running. But because of how strong the cash flow has been, we've actually been making income while paying off essentially like $600,000 construction notes. This park was bought for 1.2, and with both of them combined, it's 1.8. And this cash flow is so strong, we can service the debt very easily.
Okay. So each one has their own parking, or not yet?
Everyone has their own parking, and everyone is individually metered. Our strategy is to actually build back all the utilities except for water to the tenants. Okay. So when you're looking at your income statement, your utilities, your electricity would be really high, but most of it goes paid back by the tenant. 27 more in the back, and they're all done. I mean, we could walk, but it's kind of a far walk, and the gravel's not done yet, but it is pretty much finished. We just need to have the electric hookup, the septic hookup, and then gravel poured, and then we're good to go.
Okay, cool. Can you, so what's expected cash flow for this park?
So our expected cash flow, our cash on cash, I think is going to be about 12 or 13%. After stabilization, very, very high. Multifamily, as an example, you hope to get 4 to 6% after stabilization and value add, but we can hit the ground running and just start generating a lot of cash flow immediately.
When you talk about 12 to 13%, so yeah, the structure with investor.
Yeah, so the structure is a joint venture. When you work with us, you're going to be giving us your money, right? We offer a term sheet. So for this deal, it's actually 12% preferred return. That means that every year you would make, if you give us $100,000, you'd make 12,000 every year, and whatever we couldn't pay that year would accrue to the next years until we exit or do whatever with the property. So you never lose the money; it's just going to stay there until we can liquidate or make better cash flow to return the money to you.
Okay, so it's not just 9, it's 12.
This project is 12.
Oh, this part.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
part is 12.
Yeah.
Do you still need more investor
I mean,
for this one? Oh, it's pretty much
we're fully
booked.
subscribed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We actually got fully subscribed within a couple of weeks because a lot of people were multifamily distributions had stopped, and so they wanted to find a different asset class. And so when we presented this, everyone was like pretty much on board. Our other parks, you know, we do like I think our other one, which is cash flowing immediately, is like 9% preferred with a 60% non-managing partner split and a 40% managing partner split. So that means that for every dollar over the 9%, 60 cents will go to the non-managing partners and 40 cents will go to the managing partners as like a performance bonus essentially. To incentivize us to do well, right?
Okay, yeah. So we are going to have more RV park.
Yeah, so we actually have 2 more under contract right now. We have one actually beautiful. It's a little bit west of Fort Worth. The owners found an unnamed spring, an unnamed lake, right? And they just took it. They claimed it with the city, they claimed it with the county, and so that's part of the actual park now. So it's a natural, beautiful resort. We have another one in Conroe, which is my personal favorite. High cash flow. The cap rate on that one going in was about, I think, 10%, 9%.
Insane.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never heard that for a while.
Yeah, I mean, multifamily is like 4 or 5, and there's like it doesn't work, you know. So that one is really high cash flow, and that one we're offering 9% preferred with a 60-40 split.
Okay, that's very good. Nick, can you tell us about who's a majority tenants in this RV park?
So the majority of the tenants are full-time workers. Some of them are remote, some of them just work nearby. We also have, I think, 30% are actually working on the TI plant, which again, long-term, they're going to be here for at least 3 or 4 years. That's really our tenant base. It's pretty healthy, and we do a good job screening them. We want to make sure that everyone feels safe and protected. And so, yeah, we do a thorough job of vetting our tenants.
Okay. Do they pay rent on time?
Yes, they do. If they don't, we do give them a 3-day grace period, but because this is a little bit different from multifamily, these guys are actually guests here and not long-term tenants. The eviction process is different and a lot faster. So we don't have the issues of 30 to 60 days in courts like you would with multifamily or any single-family kind of long-term.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Nick, now let's talk about exit strategy. Do you want to buy and hold, or you want to sell that in a few years?
So that's a great question. All of our partners in this deal, we all have a vote, and so we don't want to act without their permission. So we have multiple exits here. One, because it cash flows so well, maybe we want to hold it long term. Or 2, check the market conditions and then maybe sell, because we have noticed there has been a lot more activity in this space. Honestly, I believe this is kind of like self-storage and multifamily like 5 or 6 years ago. So it's like a burgeoning market. It's upcoming. People will start flocking in. When that happens, you know, cap rates will get compressed, and that means that our valuation will be much higher than now.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I hope we can partner with a few future RV park transactions.
Of course, that would be great. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Nick.
Thank you very much, Nancy.
你要是喜欢我的视频，就请点赞、关注、留言、订阅，谢谢收看。